Good morning everybody. Today I wanted to talk to you about the REAL project. The REAL project is something that we've been involved in at Flowery Field this year for the first time, and it's to do with raising early achievement in literacy around 4 key strands. So we've been working with the children and with some of our families, and we wanted to share this information with the whole of our nursery. So the REAL project has 4 strands, which is to do with opportunities for literacy in the home and the natural environment, recognition, so recognising those literacy moments, interacting, and that's how you become role models for your children, and model. So that means how you show children the importance of literacy in everyday life, because you spend more time with the children than teachers ever do. So you're the most important person in their world for showing them the value of literacy in day-to-day life. So we'll look at those things: opportunities, recognition, interaction and modelling for 4 different aspects of literacy. The first one today, we're going to talk about environmental print. Now, environmental print includes things like shop signs, road signs, number plates, logos on household items, things that you see all around all the time. That's called environmental print, and it's where children actually make sense of the world around them. You can't drive your car unless you can recognise road signs. Now, you don't have to read them, but you know what they are. So environmental print, as a parent, you can stimulate that discussion with your child about how important it is to be able to read things. And you can ask questions of the children. What do you think it says? What do you think this means? And children will amaze you. They don't have to read. They can understand things and they can make sense of the world around them already without actually having reading skills. So, opportunities. We've talked a little bit about what we mean with environmental print, but where are the opportunities for you every day? So I think when you're out and about, you will see notices. You might see posters in the bus stop. You might see things in the supermarket, signs, notices. Every child knows what the toilet sign is. Children know the logos of supermarkets. They know the logos of food. They also become familiar with the controls on the television. I'm sure you know that one. And they understand a little bit about computers as well, and the keyboard. I'm sure your children have been quite inquisitive about the keypad on your phone or a computer or laptop that you might have at home. Also things like logos on bedding, packaging for things that you have in the bathroom, the toothpaste. They know it's toothpaste because it's familiar, so they also become familiar with the logo and the way the toothpaste looks. And that's also recognising environmental print. Round your neighbourhood, when you walk to the park, think of all those opportunities where you see print everywhere. Road signs, street signs, car registrations. There's lots of advertisements now on railings and outside nurseries, and the children recognise the meaning of that and make sense of it in their world. You could go on a print walk and look for those things on the way to the park or on the way to Grandma's house. Now, the second strand that we need to consider is recognition. Recognition is where you actually recognise their achievements in literacy. Now, this probably seems a little bit strange, but if a child says to you, "Oh, there's the tea bags for a cup of tea," then you can say, "Wow, that is the tea bags. You must have recognised that from the packaging." So they're making that link that actually being able to read those things is really important and recognising things. And when they point things out to you, don't ignore what they say. Reiterate what they're saying, repeat it back to them and praise them for making that small recognition of their environment around them. In the packs that I sent home last week, you should have received some information about the REAL project, and you will see in there some jigsaw puzzles. Pull out the one that says environmental print and look at the pieces of the jigsaw that your child can already do. colour them in. You'll be amazed what your child can already do, and these are small steps for the whole literacy project and their literacy in everyday life. So mark those jigsaws on the environmental print one and then look at their gaps. What don't they do yet? What can I do as a parent to help fill in this jigsaw puzzle? And it's a lot easier than you think. The third aspect of the REAL project is interaction. So this is how you work with your child in recognising and utilising environmental print all the time. You could talk when you go shopping about, have you seen the baked beans? Can you find them on the aisle? And the child will be able to find those baked beans for you, not because they're reading the word baked beans, but because they're recognising environmental print. You could almost give them a shopping list with pictures if you've got the time to prepare that. You could do spot the sign when you're out and about. Can you see a sign with a number 3 on? The 30-mile-an-hour signs dotted all about. So you can do spot the sign or I spy. I spy something beginning with the McDonald's sign. So you can play those games. It means you don't need any resources, you don't need to prepare anything. You can just do it on the spot. Just takes a little bit of reminder. Why don't we play I Spy today? Or why don't we go on a hunt for road signs? You could also make your own scrapbook of logos. To give you an example, these are ones that I've been collecting at home. Now I'm sure your children know that these are the fish fingers and that the tea bags come in a packet like this. They can probably recognise lots of logos and labels. They love peeling these off the apples, don't they? You can talk to the children about what this actually means. Why is there a little Union flag on there? Why is it shaped like an apple? And you can talk to them about the fact that those apples are homegrown in England. And of course most children would know this one, wouldn't they? The chocolate sign. So you could make your own scrapbook. You could turn it into playing cards and make the children guess. So turn over a card. What does this say? The child can say, Baby Bell cheese, or cornflakes, or butter for my toast. So you can make a game out of logos that you might have at home. So as a parent, the fourth thing to do is being that model. So you can play games, that's a lovely interaction, but a child will learn from you all the time because they want to be just like you. So talk about things as you do them. Talk's an amazing tool, and that's what teachers do all the time, they talk. So when you're going to the cupboard, I'm looking for the pasta. Where's the pasta? Look along. Oh, there's the pasta. I can tell by the packaging. It sounds so trivial, but talking through your everyday actions gives a meaning to the children about literacy. So try it. Draw their attention. Become a role model when you're driving. Oh, look, that sign says we're coming into Hyde. Talk through everything you're doing, and that way you're modelling how important literacy is to you as a parent, so the children get to appreciate it too. So be proud of everything you do. You're doing all of this already. Talk more, share more, and interact with your children to fulfill all these aspects of environmental print. It's everywhere. You can't avoid it. You live with it every day. Just talk to the children about what you're doing and why it's important to read all these things and recognise these things, and they'll come to want to do it too. So that's your first real video, and the next real video is we will talk about books. So that's all for now. Good luck with your environmental print hunts. Go and have some fun. See you later.